You ever have a day so strange, so perfectly timed, it feels like the universe is messing with you on purpose? That was me, riding the subway, heart heavy as bricks, when a little girl with two missing front teeth sat beside me and started singing the exact song that haunted my past. I mean, what are the odds? You are the reason, she sang, pure and sweet, while everyone stared at me like I'd grown another head. I tried to play it cool, but my eyes stung. She picked the very song my ex-wife and I once called our own. Let me back up a sec. My name's Alex, and I was having one of those days where you feel like the world's moving forward, but you're stuck on pause. I've been searching for my ex, Sabrina, for months. Called my secretary, called a private eye no luck. Divorce wasn't my idea, but Sabrina, she was stubborn. She left, took off like a ghost, and all I had left was the ache and the memories. That morning, I sat in that subway car thinking maybe, just maybe, I'd catch a glimpse of her somewhere in this city. Instead, I found Mia. Mia, that's the little girl. Bags in her arms, sweat on her brow, but a smile brighter than daylight. She asked if she could sit, all innocence, and I just couldn't say no. She talked like an old lady sometimes, full of odd wisdom. And though I kept to myself at first, come on, who wants to look like the weird grown-up chatting up random kids? I couldn't help watching her out the corner of my eye. I wondered if life had been different, if I'd have a kid her age now. She must have caught me looking sad, because out of nowhere, she started singing. Right there, in the middle of a crowded train, she belted out, "You are the reason." The subway hushed. I couldn't hold it together. Tears fell before I knew it. Mia saw me crying and stopped, her eyes huge. "Did you like my singing?" she asked. "My mom says if someone's sad, you should sing that song and make the sadness go away." She looked genuinely worried, like my feelings mattered to her. I managed a shaky laugh and patted her head, feeling awkward but grateful. She told me her mom was sick and she was out picking up medicine and groceries. No dad in the picture, just the two of them making it work. I offered to carry her bags. She tried to pay me with a jelly cup, which almost broke me with how earnest she was. "You gotta work before you get paid," she grinned. You know what I mean? Kids sometimes, they're wiser than us. We walked to her house, a tiny place with a red gate. She led me inside, whispering, "Don't wake Mama." The house felt lived in, warm and cluttered with love. While she unpacked, her mother's voice called out weakly from the kitchen, "Mia, honey, where did you go?" And when she appeared in the doorway, I froze. It was Sabrina. My Sabrina. She looked so fragile, fever burning on her skin. Mia panicked, begged me to help. Instinct took over. I carried Sabrina to the couch, ran for cold towels, called a doctor. While Mia fussed over her mom, I whipped up some porridge, trying to do something, anything, to help. The little girl watched me like I was some kind of hero, but honestly, I was just desperate for redemption. That evening, Sabrina finally stirred. Weak but smiling, she thanked Meth and noticed Mia handing me her last jelly cup. She laughed, confused and grateful all at once. Later, while washing dishes, Mia whispered, "Are you going to leave now, Sir Alex?" I shook my head. "I'll stay if you want. Your mom's still sick. Someone's got to keep an eye on you, too." She didn't argue. Maybe she was just tired. Maybe, deep down, she wanted a family, too. A couple days later, Sabrina was feeling better. We sat in the kitchen, me, her, and Mia sharing soup and stories like a real family. It was surreal, honestly. We hadn't talked about the past yet, hadn't touched the wounds. But when Sabrina asked, "Why are you here, Alex?" I couldn't dodge it. "I never stopped loving you. I've been looking for you both for years." She bristled, defensive, but she didn't throw me out. Not this time. Here's where things got twisted. I found out for sure Mia was my daughter. All those years lost. All the anger and misunderstanding for what? Sabrina broke down. She didn't want to keep Mia from me, she said, but she was scared of old pain, of letting me back in, of hoping again. "You have every right," she told me, "but let me be the one to tell her." "Please, Alex." We moved slow. I started showing up for dinner, school pickups, lazy Sundays at the park. Sabrina and I didn't call it reconciliation, not at first. Mia, though, she knew. "Why aren't you and Mom together?" she'd ask, head tilted. "You both look happier when you're in the same room." Out of the mouths of babes, right? One day, trouble came back around Eva. The woman who ruined my marriage in the first place showed up at my office, brazen as ever. "Miss me?" She smirked, eyes full of mischief. I shut her down, hard security and all. Later, she had the nerve to visit my house. Sabrina wasn't having it. When Eva insulted Mia, Sabrina let her have it, coffee in the face, flower vase and all. I'll admit, I didn't know whether to laugh or duck for cover. But in that chaos, I saw a fire that made me fall for Sabrina in the first place. After the dust settled, Sabrina and I finally had it out. All the anger, the regrets, the old love still burning between us. She asked, through tears, "Why did you let me go so easily?" I told her the truth. I was scared, confused, lost. I didn't fight hard enough. She admitted she'd never really stopped loving me either. Let me tell you, when two stubborn people finally get honest, it's like a dam breaking. We hugged, cried, and then Mia burst in, clapping and demanding we remarry, so she could be the flower girl. Sabrina rolled her eyes, but she was smiling, really smiling, like the woman I'd lost all those years ago. A simple wedding, family, and a few friends. Mia, scattering petals, beaming as we said "I do" again. Life didn't magically get easier, but the three of us, we found a way to laugh at the mess. A decade later, we had a son. Mia was the proudest big sister you've ever seen. Sometimes, Sabrina would catch me staring at our kids and ask, "Still think you got the short end of the stick?" And I just grin because, honestly, I hit the jackpot second time's the charm. But here's where I leave you with something to chew on. Yeah, we made it work. Yeah, we found our way back. But not everyone gets that shot. Sometimes love's just timing in a little luck. Sometimes it's a kid singing your heartbreak right back at you on a subway car. So, tell me, Hen, is it right to forgive? Can love really start over? Or are some scars just too deep? You ever had a moment you wished you could rewind and do over? Drop your thoughts below. Let's talk about what it means to fight for family, to mess up, and to try again anyway. You know what I mean? If you've ever been caught between regret and hope, between the past and a second chance, share your story. Does everyone deserve a shot at redemption? What would you have done in my shoes? Let's get real in the comments. Right and wrong, family, and forgiveness. I'll be reading.